Hey, Wolfpack, it's Joe Elias. I hope you're doing well. It's time for a winter update. I want to take 5 minutes, walk you through what we've been doing, what we've heard from you, what we're changing, and what's getting ready to launch very soon. I want to take a minute because one of the things that we've heard over and over again is I don't really know what all the PTA does. So we want to show you some highlights from the last couple months. We have an appreciation team, and their responsibility is making sure that the faculty and staff know we're always thinking about them. Here's an example. On early release days, you all send in snacks and drinks, and the team shows up and makes sure that they're all set out and ready in the teacher's lounge so they can grab something and get back to their work. Our beautification process, I'd say team, but it's Andrea. She does such a good job. Through reworking our funds this year, we were able to more than double the working budget for beautification, and I hope the results have shown. She's really done a great job of making sure that the entryways to our school are bright and colorful and fun. Our communications team works hard to communicate out information as well as run our Winterpock parent chat page on Facebook. That's a new thing for us to manage this year. They've answered hundreds of questions. And our community outreach team forged a new relationship with the Chesterfield Food Bank. In fact, they looped in the K-Kids from Winterpock as well. We ran a fall food drive, by the way. The food bank was looking for 60,000 pounds between all the different outlets bringing in food. We brought in roughly 1,000 of their 60. That's a pretty big accomplishment for us. You see here all sorts of really good stuff, but part of this is also that not only did we raise the funds and raise the food, but then we packed the food bank. We actually showed up for an evening, about 40 people who volunteered to help pack carts and then load groceries into people's cars. It was a great way for our students to connect the dots on how a food drive actually helps our local community. We've gotten feedback over and over again. We want to do more nights at the food bank. We're going to make sure that happens. We had our first MVP breakfast week. Our hospitality team is phenomenal, and they had a week-long celebration for the people who are most valuable to our students. We had great turnout every day. We had moms and dads and grandparents and neighbors and uncles and aunts and all sorts of fun folks. This replaced Donuts with Dad, Muffins with Mom, Grandparents' Day. Week-long celebration, and we heard lots of really positive feedback. We'll be doing another one in the spring. Our Reflections program that Valerie ran this year is an opportunity for our students to reflect their individual artistic interpretations of a common theme. Had a really good experience with that as well, and you see some of the photos here from the awards banquet. Our Sunshine Squad makes sure that when teachers and administration's birthdays come around, that we celebrate them. They build gifts with some of their favorite things and drop them off at the school to celebrate their birthdays. They do that year round, and they do a really, really good job. Our Spiritwear team, we've launched new designs, we've launched an online store, new ways for you to find new opportunities to celebrate Winterpock with some fun spirit gear. And our business community has stepped up. Our fundraising chair, Kristen, and our treasurer, Tara, have been working together to bring local businesses into our community and have some fun while they do so. In our meetings, we've brought in wellness resources, mental health and awareness resources from our counseling team. We held Matoaka's public forum, candidate forum for Board of Supervisors and school board candidates before the election this year. And our leadership team has been busy working within the community, both of the government and with CCPS, to make sure that we're aware of the conversations and that we're contributing to those. A couple things that we've heard. First of all, our membership is an all-time low. We're a little over 600 members right now. We're usually around 1,300. I think we should be somewhere around 1,500. We decided to go ask what's changed, and these are some of the things that we heard. Communication is infrequent, can't follow along. I don't know what the value is. All sorts of different things. I work during the day, so therefore I'm ineligible. Lots of different things, and we've heard you, and we've tried to make some changes. This PTA board is unique in that we have adopted a servant leadership mentality. We're here to serve you, to serve our community. So we wanted to take these things and work on things that we can change right now. First and foremost, we had a struggle at the beginning of the year. The state PTA bought a new online system. They mandated that we use it. They delayed its launch, so we couldn't put flyers in everybody's folders as school started. It's a big old mess, and it's never really done a good job. We're done with it. It's gone. We will deal with them and their mandate, but for now, we've invested in better tools. We've rebuilt the website. The website and the PTA tool are now one thing. Go to winterpockpta.org. You'll see everything there. There's an app. Search for PT Board and log in. You'll find it. All of our calendar for the rest of the year is in there. All of our volunteer opportunities for the rest of the year are in there. All of our yearbook and spiritware sales are in there. Our communications platform will send you email reminders when events are happening. We'll tell you when new things open up, when more volunteer opportunities arise, when we need a hand with something, when we have pictures from an event. We'll share all of those things with you through this one site, through this one tool. We're also going to work harder to highlight the hard work of our volunteers, our community, and our partners to make sure you're aware of what's going on. I bet as I flipped through some of those photos, you didn't know some of those things are happening. We're going to highlight them more. We're also going to share our goals of what we'd like to do. We tend to share what we're doing after we've worked on them and are ready to launch. I think we're ready to go to the next step and open up to the community things we'd like to see, like the MVP dance. This was requested as a father-daughter dance. We want to be more inclusive than that, open it up to everyone, let them bring someone important to them. There's a lot going on to get that done. It's not guaranteed right now. So we could certainly use more hands getting the MVP dance for the spring to happen. We'd like to build an outdoor classroom. A couple of us have been working on that for a while. It's time to talk about it. We'd like to build a living wall. Talk more about that as well. There are things that we want to do, and we're going to start sharing those so you can speak up and say, hey, that's something I can help with. That's something I'd like to help with. Or that's something my friend or my colleague can help with, so that you can help bring this together and we can make these things happen. We're also going to aim to streamline fundraising. I won't bore you with the whole story, but at the end of last year, it became clear to the administration that they needed to seek out their own fundraising program so they'd have control over the funds. That's how Boosterthon got involved and the PTA got cut out of that. That's why we did our unfundraiser at the beginning of the year, but everyone was confused why we did that, and we had some members of our PTA donate $50 to avoid having fundraisers, and still there was a Boosterthon. It's complex, it's convoluted, and it's not a good situation this year. We're doing the best we can with it. The Boosterthon was a big success. It sounds like they did a great job, and the administration should be the ones making the decision on where to spend the money. I don't think anyone would disagree with that. So moving forward, we're going to aim to work more closely with the school so that we can truly streamline our fundraising process, so that maybe there's one really big fundraiser towards the beginning of the year and we get it out of the way and the PTA runs it so we don't pay another company to do the fundraiser, and the administration can spend the money on what they need to spend it on, and we're done. We'd like to do that for next year. Not a whole lot we can do for the rest of this year, but we can start planning for next year, and that's something we'd like to change. We also want to be more diligent about making sure that everyone who wants to help can. This has been my personal fault. I've had a lot of you send me messages, emails, comments at meetings. I want to help, and I've said, we'll get you plugged in. And with all the moving pieces, those have fallen by the wayside, and that is my fault, and I apologize. Reach back out to me. Give me one more shot, and I guarantee we're going to get you plugged in where you can with what you can do and what you'd like to do. Okay? We're going to make sure that we expand our horizons right now and we fit more folks. So a couple things that we're launching. Our online student directory is now live. Members log in at winterpockpta.org. Do the forgot my password button the first time to make your password. Add your students' information. It's a great directory system. I'm super proud of it. And it is only going to be available to members, so it's a benefit of membership. Yearbooks are now on sale. Go to the website, you'll find them there. Our hardcover books are about 72 pages of information. We have a team of 6 to 8 designing that this year. Last year it was one poor person. I can't imagine doing that by myself. We've got 6 to 8 folks so that every grade is represented, and then some. It's going to be a really good yearbook. Invest in it. Okay, our yearbook's $29 this year. If you would like to have your student's name on the front of the book in the bottom corner, that's $5. As a gift, a special incentive to our PTA members get the book for $24. Same $5 for customization, but it's $24 rather than $29 if you are a member. Spiritware is all on there as well. You'll see when you log in as a member, you get $2 to $3 off every item. Again, just another incentive. And by the way, if you're not a member right now, we're not trying to penalize you. We're not trying to make you feel bad. Join. Membership is still open. You can sign up right away and get these discounts, get into the directory, get all this good stuff. We're going to be launching our Meet and Eat event for Watchdogs. We're going to have this program live starting in January. That will be communicated out through the new PTA tool. So when we launch it on the calendar and we put the sign up out there, all of our members will get an email. Running Club, same deal. We'll be launching that very soon. And then also we're forming an advocacy action team. Advocacy is part of PTA that we really haven't done much with in a while. I'd like to change that. Personally, I'd really like to lead this group. There are things we can do as a parent community, and there are things we just cannot do. And in that group of things we cannot do, I firmly believe that there are some issues out there that need to be addressed. And we are a powerful community. And when we come together, we can do really, really great things. And we got some things on our side as well. But until we go out and create an advocacy program, those things aren't going to get done. You know, Chesterfield invests less per student than any other public school system in the area. Virginia teachers are paid lower than a ton of other states. There are lots of issues. We don't have school resource officers that we should have. Our principal directs traffic every morning in the road. What if somebody hits her? We'd be in a lot of trouble. All of these things are problems that should be solved, but cannot be solved within the bounds of us fundraising, of us doing programs or volunteering at the school. These are changes that have to happen in the government. This advocacy team is going to begin lobbying efforts. It's going to be really important work, and I'm looking for some partners to do that. January 27th, we'll have PTA Day at the General Assembly, where we'll go down to the Capitol. It's an excused absence, by the way. Bring the kids, meet our legislators, have breakfast with them. We'll have closed-door meetings with our specific representatives and senator, and talk to them, and talk about our agenda, and shake hands, and leave them with our program and our outlines. And that's how that relationship will begin. Couple things that we need. We need you to join the PTA. If you haven't yet, we need you to. 600 members will not do what we need to do this year. We can only communicate with our members. The CCPS won't give us everybody's contact information. So if you feel in the dark, that PTA membership will unlock that. And with these new communication platforms that we've installed this week, you will be feeling more in the loop as a member. Even if you can't volunteer, even if you can't come to the meetings, that $8 does more for us than you may think it does. Being able to communicate with you does more than you think it does. Being able to be the actual parent conduit to our school community does a lot. You know, it's taxing on the teachers and the administration when issues that we can address for you go to them because you don't feel like you can talk to your PTA. That's what we're here for. But until you're a member, we can't really do a lot to help you out because we can't really communicate with you. Also, we need you to tell us when you think we can do something better. That's how all of this change has happened. We talked to over 100 families in our community. They told us what the issues were. We're fixing them right now. Tell us when other things are wrong. We're not going to get mad. We're not going to talk behind your back. Tell us what's wrong, and we will address it, okay? And also, when you have a good idea, bring it to us. It's only through those ideas that we're able to enact additional change. The MVP dance came from your ideas. The outdoor classroom came from ideas. All of these things that we want to do come from our community, so please speak up, okay? We are your servant leaders. We're here to help guide you and make this community successful. You need to help us know how to do that. There we go. There's our winter update. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how these changes are feeling for you. Let me know what else we can do as we move into the back half of our year so that our PTA is a powerful advocacy program, that we are the parent conduit to the school, and that we are making life at Winterpock truly better because of the work that we're doing. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Winterpock.